Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to be recording today's video since we are talking about one of my favorite things in the world, which is chocolate. You can purchase these chocolate bars in lots of different locations, but I actually bought them at Whole Foods and got a really great price point on them. I think they came out to like $2.70 per bar. Now you may be wondering why I have a chocolate bottle sitting next to me with Twix, Bounty, Snickers, all the delicious stuff. But I was actually really in awe of looking at the nutrition facts on these compared to the Lily's chocolates. I am just in awe of how much of this is sugar, how low in fat it is. So they're very similar in terms of calorie content, but really, what are you filling your body with? So let's dive into the chocolates. Now, some of these guys, in all honesty, I have already opened. I eat them. They are delicious to have on hand. And these really do that I'm able to maintain my lifestyle, because if I need a little piece of chocolate, instead of cheating and going to the pantry to grab the kids' snacks, I am able to just go have a little piece of chocolate and I am all set. So it's just really neat to have these on hand for me. It gives me a lot of comfort. And honestly, just by having the comfort of knowing that I have them, I don't crave them as much and I don't need them, because I know that if I need it, it's there. And so there's no need for me to really snack. And how many times can I say need? So let's deep dive into the different flavors. Some of these have been opened, some of them have not. And that is because I just restocked my pile. Now the flavors that I have here is salted caramel milk chocolate style, creamy milk chocolate style, coconut dark chocolate, crispy rice dark chocolate, and the salted almond milk chocolate style. Now these are all broken down with a descriptive factor of either dark and rich or sweet and creamy. And I, right off the bat, friends, can tell you, for me, sweet and creamy is the way to go. So the two dark and rich ones that I have are the crispy rice dark chocolate and the coconut dark chocolate. In the chocolate, they both have items mixed in. So again, in the rice one, you have little crispy rice flakes, which kind of reminds me of a crunch bar. And then in the coconut one, there are small coconut flakes, which is just a really nice texture point too to have added. They're still really good. I'm definitely going to eat them, but I will say I gravitate more towards the other ones. So out of the sweet and creamy ones, I have the salted almond milk chocolate style, the salted caramel milk chocolate, and creamy milk chocolate. These I just restocked on. This one they didn't have at the store, and sorry guys, it is actually empty, but I just wanted to show you guys the packaging. But this one is definitely my favorite, which is also why it is gone. It does have salted almonds inside of it. It is just a really nice flavor profile. Again, I love the texture added to it, which is one of the benefits to these as well. As my number one, salted almond milk chocolate is definitely the way to go. I love the flavor profile. I love the texture that's in it with the almonds. It just really makes me feel like I am having a delicious, nice, creamy chocolate. And it definitely satisfies my craving. Now in second place, I do have the creamy milk chocolate style, which is just a milk chocolate. It is definitely not as sweet as a typical milk chocolate. Again, it is stevia based. I also love with these guys, they don't taste like stevia. I cannot stand stevia. So if you are one of those people that are like, well, I've never tried Lily because I automatically can't handle stevia, I can't either. There's no way I can add it to food that I'm cooking, to coffees, whatever you name it, can't handle it. But these, I totally can. And it is because they are made with stevia as well as erythritol. And erythritol, I really cannot taste that flavor, which is why I love these so much. In third place, we have got the salted caramel milk chocolate style. This one is really good too. It does have that little extra kick when you're eating it, just because of the salted caramel. And then out of the last two, okay, crispy rice dark chocolate or coconut dark chocolate. So this one is coming in fourth place, and a big part of that is really because of the texture. I love having those little rice flakes in it. It is a really good satisfying thing. It does remind me of a crunch bar. And then the coconut dark chocolate in the fifth place, still really delicious, but a little bit too rich for me. I don't feel like there's enough of that sweet coconut ratio in it that really makes me excited for this one. Now, if I were to go back to the store and restock on these, the top three, You've Got Me. These two I may hold off on just because of price point and payoff, right? Like, I love having the chocolate aspect, but these are really my go-to. And I like having a variety too, so I definitely would get different ones, not just my favorite, because sometimes I feel like with keto, you find that you're always eating the same thing, and I am okay with it for a while, but I do need to switch up as well. Now, I also wanted to show you guys what a serving size looks like, because in one of these bars, there are 2 serving sizes. What I love is that they are tiny pieces on here. So there are 30 little squares. So one serving size is 15 squares. This is one serving size. And for this particular bar, you are talking 1 net carb for this right here because of the fiber and the erythritol that's in there. So 1 net carb, if I am having a bad day, it's that time of the month, I'm upset, whatever it may be, I don't feel guilty for eating this, which if we're then talking a serving size of this right here, which is the chocolate I typically would go for, this is 18 carbs. So 1 net carb, 18 net carbs. There is a big difference. Also 14 grams of fat in here, while this one is only 7 grams of fat. So there is just a really big difference. And so I love that I can have a treat that I can really indulge in and enjoy. Now this breaks just like normal chocolate would. It's nice, it's crunchy. I really don't feel like there's a big texture difference at all with this compared to normal chocolate. Again, it is rich and creamy and I absolutely love it. Okay friends, so here I have all of the ingredients that I tend to use for my favorite little dessert that I have in the evening. I just absolutely love this dish and had to share it with you guys. Now, a couple of key things that I tend to do for myself, you may find it a little weird, but I have always indulged with my desserts and really enjoyed them by eating really small bites to really savor that experience. So one of the things I do, first off, portion control. I eat out of tiny bowls. This one's not even that small, but I like to eat out of smaller bowls just because then it feels like I'm having a bigger portion than I really am, and I don't eat as much. Another thing I do is that I eat with a smaller spoon. Yes, sometimes I use the kid spoons. It is just something that really makes me feel like I am having a bigger serving size. I'm enjoying it. So those are 2 things that I tend to do and enjoy to make it feel like I am eating more. All we're gonna need for this recipe is strawberries, the Lakanto sweetener or whichever sweetener you prefer. I have Lily's chocolate chips and heavy cream. First, I am gonna go ahead and chop up the strawberries into tiny little chunks. In this instance, I'm just using 2 strawberries because they are quite large. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop those up and then we'll get to the next part. So now that my strawberries are all chopped, I am gonna add the sweetener. I do prefer the Lakanto. I get this at Costco. That's the place that I found it the most inexpensive. But again, I hate that stevia flavor. I cannot handle it. I get nauseous after it. And so this has really been a saver for me. And all I do is just a little spoonful of this. You don't need more than that. So I'm just gonna sprinkle that over here as we are gonna mix it all up afterwards. Then I add in my chocolate bits. And I tend to do just a small handful. In this case, this is almost gone, so I'm just gonna add the rest. And then I take my heavy cream and I pour it on top. Yes, that looks like a lot of heavy cream. It's probably 3 tablespoons or so. And I mix it up. Now, sometimes I don't eat all the heavy cream in here, but I just love that creaminess that it adds to this. It tastes amazing. It has the fat content that I need. I get my chocolate with the crunch of the Lily's chocolate. In no way is this video sponsored by Lily's. I wish it was. However, I am just a genuine lover of their product. If you have a preferred chocolate by Lily's or anywhere else that is keto friendly, please link it in the comments below. I loved having you guys with me in today's video. Now, if you are new to this channel, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and join the Sarah's Journey family. This is really a place of positivity, growth, vulnerability, and I would love for you to be part of it. With that being said, I do release new videos every Friday, so I will see you 7 days from now, friends. Have an awesome day.